Hey, Carolina Hillbilly, how's everything going tonight? Yeah, I'm just getting everything started here, so I'll get started here in a minute. I had my microphone muted there, but we'll get started here in a little bit, giving people a chance to come on in, man. It'd be nice if a raid could happen, man. I haven't had a good raid in a while. Need a good raid to happen. But anyway, man, yeah, I'm about ready to get started here shortly. But happy Friday the 13th. I'm curious to see how everybody's doing tonight and see what kind of conversations we can get into, man. Maybe we can talk about some scary stuff. We'll see what happens. All right, and it is Friday the 13th. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, Terry Thompson here, and I am truly excited about tonight's live stream. So, who here has seen a wide variety of Friday the 13th memes all across social media all day today? Oh my goodness, man! I'm telling you, there was some absolutely like great ones that was out there, and then there was some absolutely hilarious ones that was out there as well too. So Friday the 13th is kind of one of those days that some people get kind of superstitious about it. Other people are like, yeah, man, it's a great day for me to go out and scare some people and do some stuff and this, that, and the other. And then there's people that go out there and they binge watch every freaking episode of Friday the 13th. So here's what I kind of did today. So it was kind of interesting. Earlier today, as I was watching some of the live streams earlier today, I got on here on YouTube and I found like a 1 hour loop of the background music of Friday the 13th, and I just kind of put that on, and I was listening to that. So joining us here tonight is Carolina Hillbilly 1961. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. The 48. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining me here again. I know you participated in a previous live stream. Thank you for joining me here tonight. So it's Friday the 13th. Today I was watching some live streams, and so I put this backing track of like the Friday the 13th kind of scary theme music on as I was watching the live streams. So I was watching a couple of live streams today, and I had this thing going in the background. It was freaking awesome, man. So that's kind of the weirdo in me, man, but or the nerd in me as well too. So I am kind of a big nerd a little bit. And for me, I thought it was a blast. I had a great time, man. So I had that kind of going off in the background, and every once in a while, it would like hit in a perfect spot to where it would be like perfect. It was fucking awesome, man. So Carolina Hillbilly, thank you for joining me here tonight. The 48, thank you for joining me here tonight. If you guys got anybody y'all can invite over, bring over, man, let's get everybody over here. I'm excited about it tonight, man. I'm kind of in the mood for like a good channel raid. I don't know if there's anybody that's out there to see if they can get a raid going on here. We need like a good raid. So Jason Voorhees, yeah, there was yeah, horror movies are absolutely freaking amazing, man. It was kind of awesome. Now I grew up watching a lot of horror movies. For me, most of them was in the drive-in. So I went out to the drive, which is really fucking scary, man. Like if you've been to some old style classic drive-in movie theaters, I'm telling you, man, like you could really just creep up on some cars, especially during a scary movie, and scare the shit out of people. That's absolutely fun, man. So, and we used to do crazy stuff like that. So back when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, we would go out to drive-in movie theaters, and if there was a good scary movie, oh man, we would wreak havoc on all the other cars. We would sneak up and we would like scratch the back of the car, tap on the glass, jump up, we'd be like, boom! We would like jump up into the glass or in their window, and they, oh shit, man, what the fuck just happened? So, the drive-in movie theater is a great place for scary movies, man. If you ever had an opportunity to go watch a scary movie at a drive-in movie theater, oh my God, man. When I was a teenager, we used to have a blast at drive-in movie theaters. All right, so if you haven't smashed that thumbs up, make sure you smash that thumbs up and share the stream out. Let's get some people over here, man. Let's have some fun tonight. So Friday the 13th, man, it's kind of one of those things that, there's lots of opportunity there for people to really kind of spread, a message or do this or do that or say this or say that. Today I was looking at memes all day today, and there was a lot of really good ones that was out there. I know on my social media I shared the classic one that I always share every Friday the 13th, which is, the most interesting man in the world. So basically it was a mask of Jason Voorhees. And it was like, I don't always, but when I do, it was funny, man. I still like that one. And then there was another one that was out there that I seen that was like a Pikachu, and it was basically, and it was a Pikachu with the Voorhees mask on, and it was basically just, it was funny, man. I liked it. And there, yeah, I mean, once again, there was just a lot of other ones that was out there. So who saw any great memes today across social media, across Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or anything like that? I know I saw a lot of really good memes out there. So once again, hey, share in the chat. What's your favorite scary movie? I want to know what your favorite scary movie is, and like what part or what character or whatever the case. And so here's one of the games that we played at. I was in a company, and every Halloween, so I know we're trying to get ready for Halloween, and I love Halloween. All right, so my birthday is like a week before Halloween, so I always like to celebrate my birthday and then get ready for Halloween. And we have a great time every year for Halloween. So who loves Halloween? Let me know within the chat if you love Halloween. But my first question is what's your favorite scary movie of like all time? Whether you got like a favorite scary movie or you got a favorite scary movie character, I want to know. Let's talk about it. Let's see if there was anything out there that I remember. I know myself, Friday the 13th was a classic. But man, there's so many great scary movies that are out there. I know like the Saw series. Saw? I liked all the Saw series, man. Those things had such great openings. All right, so joining us here tonight is Common Sense with Elizabeth. Elizabeth, how are you doing today? Thanks for joining me earlier today. I know I had a lunchtime chat with you today, and it was a great conversation. We talked about some family reunions, talked about some family and this, that, and the other. So tonight's a little bit different. Tonight we're talking about Friday the 13th. We're talking about scary stuff. All right, we're talking about scary movies, scary characters. We're just going to have a little bit of fun tonight, all right? So, I mean, I got some other stuff that we can do or talk about, but really I kind of want to have like a fun night with, talking about scary stuff. So, Halloween, oh my goodness, Michael Myers is the greatest, man. So here's something that I kind of did, kind of a fun thing years ago. So I love the backing music. Oh my goodness. The backing music of scary movies are absolutely freaking like, ugh, man, they make your fucking hair stand up. So Halloween, the scary movie, I can't remember exactly how it goes. It was like, it was like it was like a piano riff or something like that, or something along those lines. But years ago, so I'm a musician as well too, and one of the things that I tried to do years ago was I took like that little scary part that's in the movie Halloween, and I tried to make a beat out of it. I tried to add a drum beat to it and a little bit of a bass line to it, and I tried to turn that into kind of a beat. And I don't remember what I did with that. I'm going to have to try to dig that back up again and see if I can actually do that again. But yeah, man, the Halloween series was absolutely an amazing series. I know Michael Myers, badass dude, man. Every freaking like scary movie that's out there that's got like a badass dude, I love those things, man. Freaking Halloween, the Friday the 13th movies. Here's a good one. I'm telling you, who remembers the movie Shocker? Oh, I love the movie Shocker. Who remembers the movie Shocker? It came out in the 80s, I think. Yeah, Shocker was an absolutely freaking good movie, too. All right, so Common Sense with Elizabeth says Jaws and The Lost Boys are two of my favorites. Yeah, I agree with that one, man. Jaws was a really good movie. It was one of those movies where when the shark came up, it was like, oh, here it comes. It's like the anticipation and the excitement of like something's about ready to happen that gets you kind of sitting up in your chair, holding your popcorn just a little bit tighter. You might even spill some out on your friend next to you or a family member next to you. You squeeze your drink, and when the moment happens, boom! You freaking squeeze your drink cup and the shit flies everywhere. Have you ever had that happen at a scary movie, or like you've been so intense, you're like, and then when it happens, it's like, oh my goodness, you know, you just spill shit everywhere. I've done that. I've actually done that. And like you're in there and you're like in an intense moment in the movie, and somebody like taps on your arm, boo, and you jump like 3 feet off your freaking chair. Oh my goodness, man. Scary movies are a blast. I love scary movies, especially someone who's just a little bit jumpy. You know, somebody who's somebody who's just a little bit jumpy and scares real easily, because I'll sit there and I'll wait for that moment. Boom! And then I go over there and I get them. Yeah, I do that to my kids quite a bit. It's absolutely freaking hilarious. But yeah, the 48. Who remembers Saw? I remember Saw, man. I watched every single one of those movies, and they're absolutely amazing. I love the opening to every movie that came out in Saw. Oh my goodness, it's like the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes of every movie of Saw, you just want to see what is going to happen here, because it always had such a shocking intro, a shocking opening sequence that just pulls you right on in. And oh my God, it got you ready for some blood and guts and some gore. And that's what scary movies is all about right there. Not only just the music, but the blood and the gore and the characters and the badasses that are in that movie, and then the dumb people that always tend to fall. I don't know what it is about freaking scary movies, but you're always going to have one stupid freaking idiot that always falls down in a damn scary movie, and I just want to get up, throw the fucking popcorn at the screen. You stupid son of a bitch, fucking get your ass up and run, fucker. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things that, man, I tell you what, I have gotten up and yelled and screamed at more damn movies. Every time I see a dumbass that freaking falls in a scary movie, I just want to throw my drink at the screen, man. It's kind of one of those things. But Elizabeth also says, oh, you didn't even realize it was Friday the 13th until earlier. I wait for Friday the 13th. I love Friday the 13th because every time it gets around to Friday the 13th, I am excited about it. I mean, not just because I get to go out and share memes and interact with, because it's a trending topic. Friday the 13th is such a trending topic, and that's the reason why I jump all over it, because it is a trending topic. I go out there and I interact and I engage with people that are sharing, you know, Friday the 13th stuff, you know, and that kind of goes back hand in hand with one of the things that I was talking about, how to gain visibility on social media is to jump in on those trending topics, and Friday the 13th is one of those trending topics that, like, if you're really trying to bring visibility to a business, or at least to yourself, Friday the 13th is one of those things. Every single day of the year is like there's something that's like that day. It's like Donut Day, National freaking like Hug Your Cat Day. I mean, every single day is like one of those days where it is a day in which to gain visibility. So, once again, I'll touch on that a little bit later. That's not what tonight's conversation is about. Tonight's conversation is about Friday the 13th, scary movies, things like that. And we may drift off into some other stuff, but I really kind of want to keep it a little bit more towards like horror stuff, horror movies. All right, so moving along within the chat, somebody joined us here. My Fashion Brand TV channel vlog. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Shout out to My Fashion Brand TV channel vlog. Thank you for joining us here tonight. If you guys have not connected with anybody here within the live stream, make sure that you get out there. Make sure you scoop everybody up. Make sure you get out there and have a look at each other's channels. Give them a thumbs up. Leave a comment on their video. And, find yourself some new friends out there. All right. So once again, I am truly blessed, truly thankful for each and every one of you for stopping in tonight and watching me here. And if you want to do a channel raid, get some people over here. Let's have a great time. Let's have a good conversation because we're going to talk about some good stuff, have some good communication here about scary stuff. So if you guys got anybody out there looking for a channel raid, tell them to come on over here. Let's talk about some scary shit. All right. So, let's see. Refuse to see. Hold on. Let me go back up here again. John Williams did most of the composing for Jaws, Halloween, Friday the 13th. He's a really good composer. I'm not sure if he's still alive. I'm not sure if he's still alive or not, but I know that there was a lot of great composers back in the day that, they really made it their own. They took a lot of these movies that come out during the 70s and the 80s, even the 90s, and just really kind of made it very unique, really unique. And gosh, I don't even know if there's even any really unique, scary music that's out there nowadays, because a lot of the stuff really, I think, has been kind of done. If there is any modern, like, scary music, I guess I'm either unaware of it, or nothing has really kind of struck me as being, wow, that's awesome. All right, so Shocker. Yeah, Shocker's a really good movie. So Shocker was a movie where this dude, he was in prison, and they took him to the electric chair, right? And it went wrong. So basically the guy, he got killed, so to speak, in the electric chair, but it went really horribly wrong, really bad, and it totally fried this dude to a crisp. Well, what ended up happening is he was going out and he was killing people. Shocker. Yeah, and that was kind of the whole premise behind the movie, was this guy that got killed by an electric chair, or sent to the electric chair. It went bad. He got burnt to a crisp, and then he just went out and started killing people. It was a great movie. I can't remember what year that one came out. I want to say it was 89 or 90. Somewhere around 89 or 90. But Shocker was a great movie. And, all right, so moving right along, once again, we got Carolina Hillbilly 1961 in here. We got Common Sense with Elizabeth in here tonight with us. We have the 48 in here with us tonight. And we have, there was a couple others that came in. I can't see who's all in the chat. So if you drop a comment, once again, that lets me know who's in the chat. All right. So let me type that in there. So drop a comment in the chat to let me know who is here, and then that way I can give a shout out. All right, so moving along here within the chat, we have Elizabeth says, I have seen Jaws at least 40 times, and I know that head is going to pop out from under the boat, and I still freaking jump. It's funny because we can absolutely kind of predict something's about to happen. Every time you get into movies like, da-da, 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 oh man, like your ass cheeks just start clenching up in your chair. Something's about to happen, holy crap. Ass cheeks clench up so tight you couldn't get a pin up there with a jackhammer. So Jaws, man, that was one of those damn movies. It's like, da-da, 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 da-da. Something's about ready to happen, but yet you freaking doggone, you jump anyway. And then when it happens, you damn near freaking throw popcorn all over your neighbors. It's funny as crap, man. But Jaws, that was such a classic track too. Da-da, 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 da-da. So within Jaws, who remembers the movie Piranha? Oh, that was such a great movie too, because they never really showed anything except the fish swimming around really fast and and then it was like blood in the water. You know, the special effects in movies back then, I'm not going to lie to you, the special effects back then sucked. There were horrible special effects, but the music is what really kind of got you there. And it was just like, okay, there's the music. Okay, well, now there's something happened. Now there's some blood. Okay, I think it just might have pooped a little. Okay, I'm scared. That's a great movie. But, you know, I really would like to see. Here's what I would like to see, because a lot of movies nowadays are starting to get remade. You know, remakes of movies. I would love to see some of the classic movies remade with better special effects, like Jaws. I think they could really do a great job with Jaws with better special effects. I think that some of the older movies, even Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, some of those movies, I think with better special effects that's out there nowadays, they could probably have some of these movies make a really good comeback. I really think that some of these movies could make a great comeback. All right, so moving right along here within the chat, I think I got to scroll up here. I missed some stuff. So Sci-Fi Channel used to have some really great B horror movies. Do I remember the B horror movies from the 70s? So here's what I used to do in. So to answer your question, yes, I do. I do remember some of the old horror movies, but back then I was watching things like The Twilight Zone, Alfred Hitchcock. I mean, I was watching some of that stuff. Really in the 70s. My goodness, man, I can't remember too much from the 70s. From the 80s. So I did watch sci-fi. Man, what was some of the scary movies I used to watch back then? Oh my goodness. I'm having a brain cramp too, because that really was a long time ago. I don't remember a lot of that stuff. But yeah, the Sci-Fi Channel really has a lot of. Oh, you know what? Here's what I used to watch. Now I remember, was Up All Night. I think it was called Up All Night. It was like Up All Night. Who was that? That Vampira chick, whatever her damn name was. Fucking Vampira. I can't remember what her damn name was. I think it was Vampira, something like that. And then whatever that other dumbass dude's name was, it was like Up All Night. Gilbert Gottfried, Up All Night. Yeah, I used to watch that one, and they always had like some pretty funny, stupid B-roll movies on that right there. So Silence of the Lambs was a good one. I was glued to the screen as well too, man. You know, chewing your fingernails out, even though you read the book and you saw the movie. One part I remember jumping and biting the end of my nail off. That was such a great movie as well too. It puts the lotion on or something like that. I think that was from Silence of the Lambs. I think that was from. Was that from Silence of the Lambs? I don't remember. I think that was from Silence of the Lambs. And man, that was such a great movie as well too. But Elizabeth also says, my cat stopped sitting in my lap when I used to watch horror movies on TV because I would jump or yell and scare the crap out of them. Yeah, I remember staying over at my mom's house one time, and I know that she has a cat. I knew that she had a cat. I'm not really much of a cat person myself, but I know that she has a cat. So I'm out there laying out in the living room of my mom's house. I was staying the night because I was visiting, and I rolled over, and when I looked to my left, all I saw was a cat in my face, and meow. I grabbed that sucker and threw it across the damn living room. It scared the shit out of me. All right? So my mom come out, and she goes, is everything okay? I'm like, yep, I'm good. I'm good. The cat might be hurt, though, but I think I'm good. And some of your stuff is broken over there from when the cat landed on it. I don't know. But, man, that damn thing scared the crap out of me. Stupid freaking cat. But anyway, so moving right along, I love scaring my brother when we were growing up with horror movies. Yeah, my brother and sister as well too. I mean, I didn't really do much to my brother, but my sister, I would kind of scare her because I was a lot closer to my sister than I was my brother when we was growing up. But yeah, I used to scare the crap out of her as well too. So the 48 says, in Scary Movie, the murderer just walks chasing the victim, and the victim is running, and somehow the victim gets caught by the murderer. Yeah, you know, it's always funny how that works out. It's like no matter where that doggone person runs, the frickin' murderer is always chasing them. I'm coming, like, God dog, dude, like that frickin' person's running fast as shit. The murderer's walking, and then they catch up to the frickin' person somehow and kills them. Well, of course, after the frickin' other person falls down 4 or 5 times, but I always found that to be kind of funny as well too. It's like the other person's running, not really running fast, but running, and then the scary dude is walking, but yet always catches up. I always found that to be interesting as well too. So, all right, so moving right along. Once again, if you haven't liked the stream, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share it out. Let people know we're over here, man. We're gonna have a good conversation tonight talking about movies. So I'm interested to hear everybody's thoughts. I'm interested. What is your favorite scary movie? Is what we've been talking about. So let me know what's your favorite scary movie, or who's your favorite scary movie character, or what have you, or who do you think would make a great scary movie character? That's a good one too. I know there's some people that's out there that would make a good scary movie character. So moving right on along. All right, so Minds Vlogs joined us here tonight. Minds Vlogs, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the chat. Here's what we're talking about. We're talking about scary movies, talking about scary movie characters, talking about Friday the 13th type stuff, horror movies, scary stuff. All right, so Common Sense with Elizabeth. Thanks, Hillbilly, and thanks again for coming to my first live stream. Maybe I'll do another tonight since it's Friday the 13th. Yeah, by all means. So you just did your first live stream. That was your first live stream? I'm trying to get more and more comfortable doing live streams. I mean, I have a ton of stuff that I could talk about. And I'm trying to get that good mix of more produced videos, live streams. But I really kind of want to get some good live streams in because I know that there's a great opportunity there for live streams. So I'm trying to do a little bit more of that. But I do got some really good content that's going to be coming up here pretty soon. So, all right. Stay tuned for that. All right. So joining us here tonight, we have Common Sense with Elizabeth. We have the 48. We have Minds Vlogs, and we have Carolina Hillbilly. Who else is in here? If you're in here, once again, drop me a comment within the chat. Let me know that you're here, and I'll give you a shout out. Otherwise, I won't know you're here. So, yeah, we have Common Sense with Elizabeth, Minds Vlogs, and the 48 in here. That's who I see. If there is anybody else, once again, drop me a comment. Let me know you're here. All right, so moving right on along. Elizabeth also says, what was the name of the movie that had Betty Davis and Karen Black? And at the end of the movie, one of them says, I've been waiting for you. And the guy flies out the window. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm having a brain cramp on that one. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. Who remembers that movie, The Fly? The Fly. Yeah, that was a great movie right there, The Fly. That movie right there, I would like to see like a remake of that one. However, done with like maybe a different animal or a different something or whatever the case may be. So I think with technology, once again, with like visual effects and things that we have out nowadays, I think that we could really really make some great movies. So who would like to see a remake? If you could see a remake of like an old movie that's out there, what remake would you like to see? So like, for example, a movie that came out years ago and okay, yeah, for like the 70s and 80s or even the 90s, okay, got it, whatever it is, what it is. But with like the special effects and this, that, and the other that we have out nowadays, what movie would you like to see done better? Okay, so I know that there's a lot of great movies out there, with like animals like ants and spiders and this, that, and the other. So like, for example, Arachnophobia was kind of one of those movies that was, it is what it is. The Exorcist. Oh my goodness, man. The Exorcist is kind of one of those movies that you could really do a modern take of that movie, The Exorcist, and just really, oh my goodness, just really, really do something with that. So, Piranha. Oh my goodness. Elizabeth, there must be like a huge delay for you because Piranha, I was talking about Piranha like 5 minutes ago. Now, Squirm and Tentacles, I definitely don't remember those two. Yeah, go ahead. I may have to type that in because I think there's a large delay here. Yeah, because you just mentioned something about Piranha, and I was talking about that like 10 minutes ago. All right, so once again, if you're joining me here tonight and you have not smashed that thumbs up, please make sure you do. Smash that thumbs up. Let some people know that we're talking about scary stuff and horror movies tonight. Let's get a raid over here. See if we can get a raid over here. I'm not sure if we can get a raid over here or not, but it'd be awesome if we could get a raid going on over here. But special effects. So in your opinion, what movie do you think had the best special effects? So which movie had the best special effects? There's a lot of great movies out there with some really good special effects out there, but which movie do you think had some really good special effects? So the ones with vampires now are just drama, not scary. Yeah, vampire movies really kind of turned into like love stories. Vampire movies are one of those things that man, there's really not much. You bite the freaking person, they turn into a vampire. The vampire continues to live 1,000 years. Not really much you can do with a vampire movie, but oh my goodness, I'm telling you, vampire movies is kind of one of those things that they're, depending on how you build the story, you could really take a vampire like character or story or situation and really just kind of do a lot of great things with it. Okay, so vampire movies is one of those things that I think there's a need for vampire movies. I think that there is, now I'm going to kind of coin a phrase here, there's a thirst, okay, for vampire movies that are out there. I'm waiting for a great vampire movie. I am hungry for a good vampire movie. I am thirsty for a good vampire movie. Okay, and there's so much opportunity that's out there to really kind of do a great vampire movie. And gosh, I really just think that with a great story, some badass special effects, I really think that you could that a vampire story could really just. I think we need a good vampire movie. That's a good call right there. So the 48 said, talked about vampire movies. The 48, man, I think you're onto something with that one. I think we need a good vampire movie as well too. And I think like the last, well, I mean, I can't even say that. There's a lot of really bad attempts at vampire movies. But, all right, so Elizabeth also says, most of the remakes suck, but I do have to say that when they remade Halloween, you see more of Michael Myers' backstory with Donald Sutherland playing Dr. Loomis. That was good. That's a good idea right there, too, and it's a good opportunity for a lot of movies as well, too. So here's one of the things that I don't think they do enough of, is do a backstory. And that's a great point that you brought out, is that they did a backstory. A lot of times you'll see some movies to where they'll do like 1, 2, or 3 movies or within the series, and then, okay, part 4 or 5, they come up with the backstory. Or they take you back in time and then it kind of makes sense and this, that, and the other. Or it confuses the crap out of you and then you got to like, well, gosh, what's next? It's just kind of one of those things as well, too, to where some movies can kind of leave a cliffhanger to where it's like, there's going to be another version coming out. And those, oh my goodness, man, I hate that. So who here absolutely just hates a cliffhanger? Oh my goodness, it's like movies get to a certain point and it's like, they ended this damn movie and there's going to be another version that comes out. And you got to wait for that freaking next version of the movie to come out. And you're just pissed. You're like, gosh, why did they not close the loop on this one? It's just kind of one of those things. But yeah, there's, oh my goodness. Vampire movies, yeah, they really need to come out with a good vampire movie. I want to say, gosh, what was like I don't even remember the last vampire movie I watched. Um, I got it pictured in my head. I can't think of the freaking name of it. All right, but remakes, man, they really need to do some really badass remakes. All right. So I just rewatched Jaws. Don't make them remake Jaws. The special effects were pretty good for that movie for its time. Yeah, Jaws. I don't know, man. I I think that there's good opportunity, but definitely not an opportunity for like Sharknado. Oh my God, those were two of the dumbest freaking movies ever made right there, Sharknado and Sharknado 2. But who remember Sharknado? Sharknado was stupid. But yeah, Sharknado was really really stupid. So I really wish I'd. Oh yes, I can't believe I almost forgot about that. And I grew up in Texas too. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the drive-in when it first came out. Yes, you just reminded me of that. Oh, that was such a great moment. Oh, that was such a great time. I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre when it came out in the drive-in. It was amazing. And I was in Texas when it happened, when I watched it. Because I lived in Texas years ago. Great movie. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me of that one. That was a great movie. That's another one. That's another one right there. So I don't know if there was like a prequel of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't think there was. That would be a good one right there. Like the lead up to when he went out and did the murders. Like he had, he wanted to wear skin and just, oh God, there's so many great ideas that you could do with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like a prequel that leads up to the point to where he wanted to go out and do this and do that and and how he made, I don't know, there's so many great things you could do with that one. Yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Elvira, that's who it was. Yep. Elizabeth, you're on it. You get 5 bonus points for that one if I could give out points. But Elizabeth, yeah, there it is, Elvira. Yep, Elvira was the one that did Up All Night. Yeah, she was all right, man. I'll leave it at that. So Patrick Jane Forums, welcome, Patrick Jane Forums. How's everything going tonight, man? Patrick Jane Forums. Patrick Jane Forums joined me here tonight. Sorry about the weird delay on that one. I was trying to look at something at the time when you came over here, man. But Patrick Jane Forums, thank you for joining me here tonight. How's everything going tonight? Patrick Jane Forums. If you haven't connected with Patrick Jane Forums, make sure you get across there. Connect with Patrick Jane Forums. How's everything going today? Hey, we still need to do our live, man. I don't know if we're going to get an opportunity to do that this weekend because I have a lot of stuff going on this weekend. But maybe here over the next week or so, maybe we can plan something for maybe next week or the week after that, man, because I do have quite a bit of stuff going on this weekend, man. I got a ton of stuff going on this weekend, man. So I really can't do, and I may actually go live again this weekend. I haven't decided yet, but I may actually go live this weekend because I need to get some of my watch time up. I really do, man. I really need to increase my watch time here. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is to do live streams. Yeah, I know. Oh, you like that thumbnail, don't you? That was an awesome thumbnail, man. Yeah, I thought I would do that to see if I could encourage people to come in on that one. I thought that would be a really good idea just to put that one out there. And you know what I should have done? Here's what would have been awesome. This is what I should have done. I should have got on here with the Snapchat filters, what I should have done, like Premier Hill does. If I had a Snapchat filter of that mask, oh man, if I had a Snapchat filter of the Friday the 13th mask, I would totally be on screen right now with a Friday the 13th mask if I could do that. I don't know if there is one or not, but I do have that Snapchat filter, or that snap screen. I don't know what it's called. It's snap something. But the thing that Premier Hill has, I have that. I can use that. I just haven't figured out how to do it on a live stream. But that would be awesome if I could have got on here as like the Friday the 13th mass. That would have been pretty cool. So Patrick Jane Forums, welcome tonight. Welcome. Thank you for joining me here. So tell me, what scary movies do you like? That's what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about scary movies, horror movies, scary characters, horror movie characters, or whatever the case. But that's what we're talking about tonight. So if you do have like a scary movie or a horror movie, you know, special effects, you know, whatever had the great best special effects, a remake of a horror movie, those are some topics that we talked about so far tonight. And or if anybody has a topic starter, something that you want to kind of do as a topic starter, that would help out as well too. But oh my goodness, man, there's so many freaking great movies that was out there. Scream was another one. So Elizabeth also, yeah, Scream, really good. And I have to say, one of the follow-ups was really good too. The Suspense with a Twist, you know, and those were really good. And I know that there was some, wasn't there like a spoof of that or something like that? I thought there was like a parody of those things. But another great movie that I liked that was kind of in the same vein as those was I Know What You Did Last Summer. That was a good one right there. I Know What You Did Last Summer. And then oh my goodness, man, what was that other movie? There was another movie. It was like where you can't cheat death. Where like if you cheated death, then death would come find you. And there was about 3 or 4 movies that came out of that one. I can't remember what that one was called. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street was freaking awesome. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, they could really, I wish they would redo one of those Nightmare on Elm Streets. That would be good. So Nightmare on Elm Street, you didn't like Freddy until the 5th movie, and then you were rooting for him at the end, those movies, because you wanted him to kill people. Hell, I wanted him to kill people in the first movie. I loved the first one. The original Nightmare on Elm Street was freaking awesome. Oh my goodness, how old was I? When the very first Nightmare on Elm Street came out, oh my goodness, man, how old was I back then? I was a teenager back when that movie came out. Nightmare on Elm Street, gosh, how old was I? I was a teenager. I was at my grandmother's house when that movie came out. We all rented that movie on a VCR tape and gathered around the freaking TV at my grandmother's house, and we watched the crap out of that movie. That was an anticipated movie right there. So Marie Gregg, thank you for joining us here tonight. We're talking about scary movies tonight. So Marie Gregg, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us here tonight. So we are talking about some scary movies. What's your favorite scary movie? Marie Gregg, thank you for joining us here tonight. If you're not connected with Marie Gregg, make sure you get out there, have a look at Marie Gregg's channel, and reach out, leave a comment, thumbs up, and you never know, might come back to you. So we're talking about horror movies, we're talking about scary movies, we're talking about, you know, Friday the 13th type stuff. So who's ready for Halloween? Who is ready for Halloween? I am absolutely ready for Halloween, and I know it's like a month away. Are we about a month away? Yeah, I think we're like a month away from, about a month and a half away from Halloween, and I love Halloween, man. You know, I love going out there and I even still get dressed up. I got 2 kids, and we really dress them up, but I even get dressed up as well, too. And I love going out there. I like the candy just as much as the kids do too. And whenever they get a bunch of it, I'm happy too because I get to eat candy. Man, I need more coffee. That's what I need. I need more coffee. But I'm going to stop drinking coffee and I'm going to drink water, I think. All right, so Marie Gregg says it scares me, all the horror movies, but I'm wondering why I love to watch Haunted House. Oh man, haunted houses are pretty creepy as well too. I've been to a few haunted houses, and you know, some of them are really good. You know, some of these haunted houses, they go all out. Oh my goodness, them ones that you got to pay for to go to. Some of those haunted houses, they go all out over at some of these haunted houses. And I know that I like to go out to some of these haunted houses. I like to take the kids out there and get them all scared and riled up and everything. But yeah, haunted houses is kind of one of those things that you got to go pay for a good one to get a really good haunted house. But that was something that we was talking about at work here. We was trying to do a like a candy giveaway or some type of like a haunted office kind of thing. Let all the employees bring the kids to work and just bring them into everybody's offices, and then you decorate the office and hand out candy, and you get all dressed up in this, that, and the other. So that was kind of an idea that we was tossing around. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but it was something that we kind of talked about. We're trying to figure out what's going on, trying to do like a cookout, because I know Halloween or around October is usually around that time frame where you usually have good chili chili, man, that's a tongue twister, chili cookouts. All right, so everybody brings in their crock pots, and we have different variations or versions of soup or chili. And I know October is one of those months where you have chili cookouts, and man, those things are so good. I love a good bowl of chili. But all right, so Marie Greg, I know you're ready. Said you're ready. Candy is the time of the year for kids. Hey, it's time of the year for me too. I like candy. I love candy. I'll eat the crap out of some candy. There's some good. I got a sweet tooth, man, so I'll sit there and I'll eat candy and snacks and chips and stuff all day long, and coffee. I'll drink coffee all day long, and man, I gotta put that stuff away sometime. But Elizabeth says, yes, Patrick, that's the movie I'm talking about. The original scared the crap out of me. The cops tell her at the end, the call was coming from inside the house. I nearly peed. What movie are you talking about? I must have missed something. I know you mentioned The Fly. That was a good one. There was a movie that came out years ago actually called House. Who remembers that movie, House? That was kind of a stupid movie. But I would say one of the all-time greatest, like, comedy kind of scary movies, Beetlejuice. Who remembers Beetlejuice? I loved that one. That was just one of those movies that was just, yeah, it wasn't really scary, but it was kind of creepy and funny at the same time. But Beetlejuice was one of those movies that really was just, it was out there, man. For its time, I thought it was a pretty good movie. So Elizabeth also says, no remakes. I love the original Bad Seed that was in black and white better than the remake from the 70s or 80s. The original Bad Seed scared the crap out of me, and Dad and I saw it, and it was awesome. Yeah, you know, there's some of those black and white movies. You're right, man. They deserve to just stay black and white movies. I get it. But who remembers... Oh my goodness, it was a zombie movie. I love zombie movies, but you know, some of those zombie movies are just... Oh man, some of those zombie movies just really went overboard for me, and I kind of lost my I guess desire to watch zombie movies, because they really just went overboard with just the stupidity of them. But there was a couple of zombie movies that came out a long time ago. Gosh, I can't shit. What's the name of that damn movie? There was a movie that came out in the 80s. Damn, I can't remember the name of the movie. Basically, it's about brains, you know, and zombie movies were good back then as well too. But it'll probably come to me here in a bit. So, Marie Gregg, is it true that it's going to be Friday the 13th full moon? I don't know. I'm downstairs in my basement, so I can't see outside, so I have absolutely no idea. I mean, I'm sure it's dark outside. It's 9 o'clock at night, so I know it's dark. I don't know if it's going to be a full moon or not, but we'll see what happens. I think it's kind of cloudy here where I'm at, so it's been raining for the last couple of days. So even if there is a moon out tonight, it's probably, I don't know if it's going to be a full one or not. Probably be covered by the clouds. So Marie Gregg says, oh my God, this is spooky. Marie Gregg, it's not spooky. Trying to have fun with it. But Elizabeth says, yes, I'm on a delay. I start off at the same time, but as the as the live stream goes on, I get delayed. Are you watching with a with a mobile device or like an iPad or something. What device are you using? Yeah, not sure. So Marie Gregg says, I live in Michigan, but the weather, thunderstorm. Yeah, I'm in Virginia myself, and we've had, man, it's just been one of those years, man. It really has been. Um, the summer has been really hot, so I'm not quite sure what this winter is going to look like, but it was glorious today. It was 70 degrees today, and I loved it. But the last 2 weeks, it's been in the hundreds, close to the hundreds, and the last couple of days since we had some rain moving in, it got down to the 70s. And I loved it. Oh my goodness, man. Today was glorious because there was a really nice breeze outside today. So I made sure that I went outside 2 or 3 times today because usually when I get at work, I get inside and I don't want to come outside, so I'll just kind of hang out. I'll kind of hang out in my my office and everything. So Seven joined us tonight. Seven, thank you for joining us. It's Saturday, the 14th of September, the day after. Well, in some parts of the world, you're right, man. It is the day after. It is Saturday the 14th. So in your neck of the woods, where's it at? Is it Saturday the 14th where you're at? Thank you for joining us here. We was talking about movies and horror stuff and some scary stuff and this, that, and the other. And what I really need is some background music, like some good I need some of that going in the background. That's what I did today. So like I was saying earlier, I was actually watching some live streams earlier today, and I had some of that background music. So who was I watching today, man? I was watching somebody today, and that's what I had as my background music as the live stream was going. It was like, it was awesome. So Seven, if you have not connected with Seven, make sure you get across there, connect with Seven. Seven, thank you for joining me here tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And if you have not connected with Seven, make sure you go over there, take a look at his channel, his or her channel, I'm not quite sure, and connect with Seven, and leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, and if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. Seven News. Oh, so you're a news channel. Okay. So Elizabeth says, I'm using my phone, but I keep lagging, and then when I use voice instead of typing in, it lags too. Okay. Yeah, that really sucks. I know for a fact that I've got probably about a 20 or a 30-second delay because I got 2 screens in front of me. So in front of me, I have 2 screens, and I've got 4 windows open. So I've got OBS in one. Hold on, let me figure this out. I got OBS in one. I've got my YouTube dashboard in the other. I've got another browser open with, things that I may or may not be talking about. And then I got YouTube open so that way I can kind of see what's happening and how the delay is going, so then I can kind of see myself. So I'm actually looking at myself on 3 different three different windows here, so that way I can kind of tell, okay, I know what I'm looking at. Here's where I am. Here's how it's being streamed, and here's how it's being streamed, so that way I see the delay as well too. And it helps me kind of keep track of what it is that I'm doing. All right, so yeah, zombie movies, man. Zombie movies is kind of one of those, man, I love zombie movies. They need to have like a really good zombie movie coming out. Stephen King's The Howling. That was a great movie. I really like Stephen King. There was a couple of really good Stephen King movies that came out a long time. The Shining. I liked The Shining. The Shining was a great movie right there. Yeah, The Shining. I don't think that wasn't a Stephen King movie, I don't think. I think that was, it may have been a Stephen King. Was The Shining a Stephen King movie, or was that I think that was a Stephen King movie. I think The Shining was a Stephen King movie. Yeah, he had some good ones, though. Pet Sematary was another good one. I like Pet Sematary. Cujo was a great movie that came out back in the day. Christine, that was a great one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Christine, that was a great movie right there. Christine. Great movie right there, Christine. Who remembers that one? All right, so 7. It's just a news TV show. All right, well here I'll take a look at your channel real quick. So 7, if you're still with me, let me know. I'm having a look at your channel right now. Oh, you just got started. You got 1 subscriber, it says. So you just got started? No videos about that. Hey, Marie Greg, no worries. Yeah, I'm just kind of talking about random things at the moment. Talking about scary movies. So what movie out there had the best special effects? Let's talk about special effects for a minute. Which movie, in your opinion, had the best special effects? There's a lot of really good ones that's out there. I mean, I'm curious to see which movie, in your opinion, had the best special effects. All right. So while we're waiting on that one, how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing good? Did everybody have a good Friday the 13th today? Any fun or weird things happen at work? So I know Friday the 13th is kind of one of those days that has a tendency of work being kind of fun. You know, did anybody do any fun or interesting things at work or scary things at work? Did anybody get any pranks played on them? I know Friday the 13th is also one of those days where pranks tend to happen as well, too. And did anybody play any funny or weird or upsetting pranks at work? That'd be awesome. Somebody did some crap like that, man, I'd probably punch the shit out of them. No, I wouldn't do that. I don't think I'd punch anybody. But I would definitely get upset, I think. All right, so if you're just now joining me once again, I know we got 7 in here who's new to the channel. If you have not smashed that thumbs up, make sure you smash the thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, stay subscribed. Normally I talk about motivation because I'm a motivational speaker. I'm also a published author. So usually I talk about speaking or I talk about motivation, inspiration. I usually talk about business or entrepreneurship or business or anything like that. Hey, so what do you think about my device I got back there? That was a gift that was given to me, that little machete right there, that little tomahawk looking thing right there. That right there could be in a scary movie. How about that? You know, that thing right there, man, that thing, that could be in a scary movie, sort of. Actually, it couldn't, man. If I hit somebody with that, it'd break. That's actually a plaque. Yeah, so that was a plaque that I received when I left a company, and they gave that to me as a going-away gift. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty unique, and yeah, that was kind of a neat gift, man. Somebody gave me that. I got that from got that as a going-away gift. That was pretty cool. But yeah, cliffhanger movies. So I see Elizabeth, man. You still got a long delay. My goodness. Yeah, I was talking about cliffhangers once again about 10 minutes ago. Back to the Future did that. Back to the Future. Yeah, Back to the Future was kind of a neat movie. Teen Wolf was one of those movies that came out around that time. Weird Science was another movie that came out around that time. Mine's Vlogs, how you doing? Yep, Mine's Vlogs is still very much here. Thank you. You just kind of crept in on that one. Thumbs way up. I know you're probably busy. I know you said you was gonna be busy in the background doing stuff. But Mine's Vlogs. If you have not connected with Mine's Vlogs, make sure you get across there. Connect with Mine's Vlogs. Watch her videos. Leave a comment. Leave a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to Mine's Vlogs, make sure you get over there and subscribe to Mine's Vlogs. If you have not subscribed to Common Sense with Elizabeth, make sure you go over there and subscribe to Common Sense with Elizabeth. Watch a video, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, and make sure you get over there and connect. So also with us here tonight, if you're here with us tonight as well too, Marie Gregg. If you're still here, leave a comment. Let me know that you're still here. And if you are here, kind of creeping in the background, trying to be all silent and scary and stuff, you know, once again, leave me a comment. Let me know you're here so that I can shout out your channel. I cannot shout out your channel if you don't say nothing. Okay, so you have to make sure that you say something. You have to leave me a comment. Let me know that you're here, and I can shout out your channel and let everybody know, hey, get across there, connect with you. Leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. But I like engagement. Within my live streams, I like engagement. The more engagement that we get, the better that it is for everybody here. All right, so we have, well, it says we have 5 people watching, and it says we got 11 thumbs up. Man, that's awesome. 11 thumbs up. That is absolutely awesome. I can't remember what my most thumbs up is. I got to start paying attention to some of those things a little bit better. I really don't pay attention to those kind of things. Says 4 watching now. Okay, that's interesting. It just completely shifted the way that it looks on me over here, but it says I got 4 watching, 11 thumbs up. So anyway, thank you for joining me here tonight. So everybody that's here tonight, once again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking time out of your evening or your morning, whatever part of the world that you in. I love everybody that's on all parts of the world that takes time out of their day to come over here and listen to the stuff that I have today. So I had a fun tonight. I really had a blast talking about a lot of the scary movies and this, that, and the other. I'm trying to think if there's a scary movie that's out now that I can go watch. I don't think there is. But I need to do like a binge watch of some movies is what I need to do. But I don't have time for that this weekend, unfortunately. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do. Tomorrow I got to clean the house. I got a couple of classes I got to work on. I got some catching up I got to do this weekend on some things. But once again, thank you for taking time out of your day, evening, night, morning, whatever, whatever time it is in your part of the world. All right. Catch up to the comments here. So Elizabeth says The Strain, that was the name of the recent series about the weird vampire-like creatures. I think it was on Spike. Strain. Yeah, see Elizabeth, I don't watch TV, man, so if it's anything that's currently on TV, the only thing that I watch on TV these days is SpongeBob with my kids. And that's some scary shit! I'm telling you, man, SpongeBob is freaking scary. SpongeBob is not scary. He's funny as crap and really stupid and crazy, but I watch the crap out of SpongeBob with my kids. That's about the only thing that I really kind of take time, and then if I really just want to relax and kind of take my mind off of things, and if I do happen to catch something that's on TV or whatever, usually I'll get over on Netflix and I will watch, I don't know, like a cooking channel, or because I like watching cooking stuff. I love to cook. I really do. Here lately I've been kind of struggling because of time and this, that, and the other, so I really don't have time to put, I really haven't had time to put my best effort forward within food, but I love to cook. I really do. And, cooking's one of those things that can be very relaxing as well, too. All right, so here tonight we have Patrick Jane Forum, sorry about that. Common Sense with Elizabeth, Mine's Vlogs. Not sure if 7 is still with us. 7 may have left. Not sure if the 48 is still with us. The 48 joined us here tonight. 48 might be gone. But once again, if you're here with me tonight and you can hear me, let me know in the chat that you are here. Right now, it's showing me that I have Common Sense with Elizabeth and Patrick Jane forums. That's what I'm seeing. Sorry for the delay here. I'm trying to see who all is joining. All right. All right, so I have been streaming for an hour. I didn't want to stay on here too long because I got to go to bed here in about 30 minutes, and I got a couple other things that I got to do tonight. So once again, I just want to thank everybody for taking time out of your day to come over here, have some fun with me tonight, and listen to me talk about scary movies and Friday the 13th and horror stuff and special effects and this, that, and the other. So once again, thank you to everybody. Patrick Jane Forums, thank you for joining me here tonight. Common Sense with Elizabeth, thank you for joining me here tonight. I do have to leave because I got to get up early in the morning. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do tomorrow, so I can't really stay on here and talk too much. I'm glad that you like the thumbnail, though. By the way, I really, I created that over on Banner Snack. I use Banner Snack and Canva to create thumbnails, and I'm really trying to get better at creating better thumbnails. So I'm really trying to get out there and do different things with thumbnails here. Mine's Vlog, thank you for joining me here tonight. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join me here. But I do have to leave. I do have to head out. Once again, thank you for joining me. It was an absolute blast to talk to everybody here tonight. And it looks like everybody has left the building, so I need to leave the building as well too. Once again, thank you for joining me. You guys have a great Friday. And I know Saturday the 14th can kind of have its challenges as well too. But once again, everybody, thank you for joining me here tonight. Thank you for engaging with me. Thank you for leaving comments. Thank you for participating within the chat. And everybody have a happy Friday the 13th. And I will see you later. Everybody have a good night.